Heyo everyone, Hexi here. Today we're back at the Hash Mall mission. This time we're gonna be doing it for real with the true mission. I'm bringing along Gailio and Julieta to help me out with the in here for their melee close combat style. Meanwhile, I'll be following them up with the Gundam Fusion remake. Or is this one full city? Anyways, the Hash Mall has a lot of really long-range melee attacks, so I'm going to be using the guns on the Gundam Fusion to more easily deal with those, because getting up in his face is going to be a challenge, to say the least. The primary ranged weapon does considerable damage, and the sub-weapons are a missile launcher and firing 4 guns using the additional arms on the shoulders. There's that idiot ruining our plan. He's taking the Hash Mall off course. Now you only get 5 shots in the main ranged weapon. I believe 3 or 4 on the sub-weapon 1, and only 1 shot on sub-weapon 2. So you're really limited to what you can do ranged. Thankfully the reload rate isn't too egregious. Yeah, 3 shots with the rocket launcher. It's not a lot, but it's enough. Thankfully, Gundam Fusion's considered an all-rounder, so you can do a little bit of everything. Now that sweeping laser attack tends to go over your head. You don't have to worry about that one too much. That spin attack, though, can hit you from really high up, even if you think you've jumped over it. So it's a good idea to block whenever he winds it up. I got a little overcautious with the blocking there. But it earned me 1 perfect guard. And there it goes, running away again. Did a quick sweep to make sure I didn't miss any items on the ground. Gotta collect that capital! Like here, from this box. It's up on the cliffs, and the second one is up there. Now that you've collected your boxes, oh, it's Shino with the Ryuseigo. Time for the Galaxy Cannon! Fire! And there we go. It's a landslide. Now the Plumas can't reach Hash Mall. Now there are landmines here, and if you blow them up in a group of enemies like that, you can hit them all. Gonna get lots of AoE here with the rocket launcher and the mines. Wipe out as many enemies at once as you can to deal with that big group. And once you destroy them all, another box spawns. So, That's how you get all the capital. That tail attack also has a tendency to hit you when you least expect it, where he strikes down 3 times. So even if you dodge, make sure you block, because you never know, it could still hit you. See? Thankfully, that upward swinging laser is really easy to block. He telegraphs it for a long time. So whenever you see him lower his head and the light comes out, just hit the block button immediately. You should be fine. Here comes Mikazuki to save the day. And here goes my spa. Thankfully, the enemy was targeting me, so they came straight to it. Ooh, I'm getting beaten up here. I wish he'd let up a little. But not to worry. I can still perfect guard this shit. And, you can use the chain reversal to break out of that grab attack. That's why it's a good idea to keep your meter filled up. And he grabbed me again, but his health was too low. It was his mistake. And I got him. Silly mobile armor. F in chat for the stupid mobile armor hashmall. It should have known better than to mess with me. And now we're back at the 0080 mission. Time to fight the camper. But first, the city's being besieged by Zaku's. Unfortunately, this game's selection for mobile suits from this series is very limited. Not as limited as Wing, but I have to bring the camper and GM Sniper 2 along. I'll be using Gundam Alex, which is also an all-rounder. But its spa turns it into an infighter. It's got a 6-shot beam machine gun and arm gatlings, which do very tiny amounts of chip damage, and a 2-shot bazooka for its second sub-weapon, which does massive damage but takes forever to reload. A lot of your time's going to be spent using the beam saber, which is okay, because as you can see, it can handle multiple enemies just fine with those sweeping swings. Just gotta make sure you mop up all these Gelgoogs and Zakus. And somewhere in this back corner there's a chest hiding from us. There it is. Then the next one's over here in the river. Same place that it was before in the break mission. Oh, and there goes the camper. It's entirely possible to cheese this run by just skipping the enemies and chasing the camper down. But I want to go a little genocidal here and wipe them all out. Sorry, Xeon. Just a stroke of bad luck that you happen to encounter me. And I let one of those Gelgoogs go for my allies to handle. I figure they should be able to deal with just one Gelgoog. Meanwhile, I'm gonna deal with these Doms. And these Gelgoogs over here. While wiping them out, I found this chest behind these buildings. So you can use those for cover and get some money at the same time. Meanwhile, my allies completely abandoned this Gelgoog over here and left a GM Sniper 2 to handle it. What a bunch of dickheads. Now over in this corner, on the same side where we got the other chest, there's one in the river here as well. And here comes Gundam Alex to fight the camper in its Choban armor. There's a chest hiding in that hangar, and I think that's it for the mission. So just go ahead and beat up the camper. I think the biggest things you need to watch out for are its Mine Whip and those bazooka shots. Oh. And it has some charging melees. I might have forgot about those. But go ahead and use your allies' spas to hold him in place. You can circle around and hit him from behind. And then here comes my spa. Time to hit him with heavily armored punches. You get head Vulcans, a charge attack, and you get to keep your bazookas in this form. And I love the way that the Gundam Alex's head Vulcans sound like an A-10 Warthog firing. Yeah, Vulcan him to death. That's the second boss down. Only one more to go. Ay. There we go. Mission complete. And finally, we're on to the Big Zam's last stand. This is from Gundam 0079, the Battle of Solomon, I believe. Dozel Zawi dominating the Earth Federation forces with his Big Zam. So we're going to have to put a stop to it like Amuro did in the anime. Just stab him in the hyper particle gun. Or is it burn? Either way, we've got this. I'll be using the GM this time. You get 5 shots in the... Oop, 5? 6. You get 6 shots in the beam spray gun. And then, you get 1 sword stab. It's a little charging attack that makes your GM slide forward with its sword out. And then finally you get a rapid fire for your sub-weapon too. Seems like a bit of a cop-out, since the GM was able to be equipped with so many different types of weapons in the anime, and all they gave it was beam spray gun and beam saber in the game. Just wipe out the ships here, because they spawn enemies, and then wipe out the enemies. And there's some more off to the right here. If you wipe them out, you get additional GMs to help you during the boss fight. So you're gonna want to get all of the help you can get. Make sure to grab the chest as well. Gotta get that extra capital. Now it's time to fight Big Zan. Don't worry about those invalid shots. They still do damage to his eye field. And then once his eye field breaks, you can do damage to his HP bar. Whenever he's firing the cannon, he's pretty well locked in place there, so you can run around back and stab him a few times. Make sure you block whenever he charges like that. Whenever he starts stomping his feet, he's invulnerable. Make sure you back up, because he's about to charge his eye field when he does that. And that'll cause you to get knocked back. Whoop. Whenever he hunches over like that, that means he's stunned. Perfect opportunity to launch the spa! And now he's stomping again, so back up. There you go. And now we've got to wipe out his eye field again. It's not a big deal though. Block and fire. There we go, we broke it. Yeah, Big Zan generally is pretty slow and telegraphs all of its moves, so you shouldn't have any difficulty avoiding these, as long as you know they're coming. He's getting close. And there we go. That's the Big Zan down. Everything was pretty straightforward this episode. Hope you all had fun watching. Bye! Hexi out.